Do you know what it means to pull a woman? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how a man pulls a woman. Because pulling a woman is when you get her attention and make her come after you. It's about creating a dynamic where she's chasing you instead of the other way around. And this is an incredibly powerful way to interact with women because women love chasing. They love going after what they want. One of the most important things you can do to pull a woman is to create scarcity. Tell her, I'm gonna be busy this week, but let's catch up next week. Another thing you can do to pull a woman is to qualify her. Ask her some questions to get a better sense of who she is and see if she is a good fit for you. This is the most important thing, and it's the hardest thing for most men to do. But you need to learn how to control your emotions and not let your feelings for a woman get the best of you. You need to be able to put your ego aside and be okay with being rejected. But it is important to remember that you need to be confident and comfortable with yourself when you use these techniques. It's about understanding human psychology and using that knowledge to your advantage. When you know how to pull a woman, you become more interesting to her. You make her work harder for your attention, and she becomes more attracted to you because of it. But it is important to remember that you need to be confident and comfortable with yourself when you use these techniques. If you're insecure, or if you don't believe in yourself, women won't be attracted to you. So, before you try to pull a woman, you need to work on your own self-confidence and self-belief. If you're insecure, or if you don't believe in yourself, women will be able to sense it and they won't be attracted to you. So, before you try to pull a woman, you need to work on your own self-confidence and self-belief. You need to know that you're a high-value man and that you deserve the best woman out there. Once you have that belief in yourself, you'll be able to use these techniques to pull any woman you want. When a woman rejects you, it's not a reflection of your worth. It simply means that she's not the right woman for you. And this is just part of the process. You need to be willing to put yourself out there and take the risk of being rejected if you want to find a high-value woman who is willing to chase you. When a woman rejects you, it creates a sense of mystery and intrigue around you. Push her away and make her work for your attention. For example, if a woman compliments you, don't just accept the compliment and move on. Thank her and then change the subject. If she asks you out on a date, don't just say yes. Make her wait a few days and then give her an answer. By rejecting her advances, you're showing her that you're not desperate for her attention. And this will make her want you even more. It makes you seem like a challenge, and women love challenges. They want to be the ones who conquer you. So by rejecting her advances, you turn the tables and make her chase you instead. If she's talking too much about herself or if she's not asking anything about you, she may not be the right woman for you. You need to look for a woman who is curious about you and who wants to know more about you. When you find a woman who is willing to invest in the relationship, then you can give her your full attention. This means that you need to make sure that she is the right woman for you before you give her your full attention. You don't want to waste your time on a woman who is not a good fit for you just because she is interested in you. You need to be picky and only give your attention to the highest quality women. Or, if you're texting a girl and she asks you what you're doing, don't just tell her, nothing much, just texting you. Tell her, not much, just about to head out for dinner with some friends. Catch you later. By creating scarcity, you're giving her the impression that you're a busy, high-value man in demand. And this will make her want you more. This means that you need to make yourself less available to her. You need to give her the impression that you're a busy, high-value man with a lot going on in your life. When a woman sees that you're not always available for her, she will start to feel that you're a prize worth fighting for. She start to think about you more often and she want to be around you more. But if you chase them, that's not attractive. You have to make her feel like she has to work for your attention. I remember the first time I ever learned this. I was probably 20 years old at the time, and I was watching this pickup artist called Mystery on YouTube. They think that the best way to attract a woman is to chase her. They see a girl they like, and they go up to her and introduce themselves. Then they ask her out on a date. They text her all the time. They send her good morning and good night messages, and they try to be as nice as possible. But this is the exact opposite of how to pull a woman, because when you chase a woman, you become less valuable in her eyes. She sees that you're desperate for her attention, and she loses interest. He was talking about how you should never tell a girl your name, and instead you should ask her for her name so she feels like she got something from you. At the time, this sounded absolutely insane. Like, why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense. Why would I lie and say I don't know my own name? But he insisted that this is exactly how you pull girls, by making them work for your attention. And back then I thought it was just some weird tactic to get girls to like you. But now I realize it's just basic human psychology. Women chase what they're not able to have. So, by making yourself less available, you make yourself more valuable. And suddenly she's the one who wants you. Now, here's the thing. Most men don't understand this concept, but when you know how to pull a woman, you become more interesting to her. You make her work harder for your attention, and she becomes more attracted to you because of it. Now, there are 3 proven ways to pull a woman that you need to know. First, create scarcity. For example, if you were planning to meet up with a girl you met at the bar, don't just tell her, "I'll text you later." Second, qualify her. For example, if a woman approaches you and starts flirting with you, don't just go with the flow. And third, reject her advances. The final thing you can do to pull a woman is to reject her advances. Now, I know that this might be difficult for you to do, especially if you're used to chasing women. So, when a woman shows interest in you, don't just go along with it. When you use these 3 things correctly, you'll be able to pull any woman you want. Remember, pulling a woman is not about being manipulative or using tricks to get what you want. If you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love. Until next time.